Hello my fellow RCers, I'm Simon, this is Forever Young RC. Before we get too far into this, I'd just like to ask you to like and comment. It really helps the channel. I'd love for you to subscribe too. The comment and the likes really help boost a channel, especially a small channel like mine. I certainly thank you to all my 41 subscribers out there. Today, I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about one of my builds. It's been built a while, but I really haven't featured a build here on the channel. So I thought I'd get in with this SCX24 Gladiator. I built this about 1.5 years ago. It's actually one of my favorite. It's a good climber. Under the hood, what I've done with the chassis, it's a FuriTech Scythe chassis or Scythe chassis. It's a low center of gravity chassis, carbon fiber. From there, we'll move on to the shocks. I put the long travel, hot racing shocks on here. These work out pretty good. You can angle these shocks back and you get a lot of droop out of it. They're oil filled, all metal gears in it. Kind of the unique thing that I did with this, the axles. The axles are totally changed. The axles are FMS portal axles. When FMS first came out with their Power Wagon, and I said, I wonder if I can put these on the SCX24. And they have worked out beautifully. And I've also got the brass on the end of the portals to give me a little bit of weight up front. I got the brass bell crank up there. These Endura wheels and tires, they're 1.2 King Trekkers. I have the Endura, the yellow inserts in here, so they seem to work out really well with this truck. Moving on to the electronics, I have the Micro Komodo in here and the Lizard Pro from FuriTech. You can get a really low, slow crawl and great adjustability with this setup. And the servos I have in here are the OGRC servos, aluminum bodies on the outside to keep them nice and cool. And it is as you can see, a 4-wheel drive steering. Has metal gears all throughout, put metal gears in the transmission, metal gears in the portals. It makes it a little bit more of a heavy truck, but for some reason I like a heavy truck and it climbs really well. And as far as electronics go, we have the Radiomaster MT12. Now, some people love these, some people don't. Why people don't love them is they're so difficult to get used to programming. Even after I program this, if I wait a couple of weeks to use it, I have to go back and kind of revisit what I need to do. But once you get it programmed, it's great because you can just go down and copy to another line. By far, the 4-wheel steer is the hardest thing to set up in these. But once you get it up, like I said, you can copy it if you want to do another vehicle that way and then just adjust the parameters from there. It's always there. The thing is, I wanted a cheaper radio. All the other cheaper radios, they just feel cheap. But this radio, just looking at it from the box, you wouldn't think so. But this feels like a Futaba FPX10. It's a really solid feel, and it's endless adjustability with these things. This is on Express LRS. It's an open sourced radio. It's basically what all the flyers use. I really have a lot of confidence that in time, they will develop some software and a program for this that can just be used for all the cars, because really, we don't need 70%, 80% of what's in here. I mean, this is a legit computer in here. So if you're getting one, you just want to do the simple stuff. You don't want to do the 4-wheel steer. It's a little bit of getting used to, but it's not that bad. When it comes to programming the 4-wheel steering though, it gets pretty tedious. If you race, these are super good for racing, because you can get your latency speed down really fast with provided your servo will do the same thing. There's a lot of cool features with this radio. And another bonus with these is the receivers. You can buy the receivers. They're super cheap. It's like $20 and $30 for the receivers instead of paying, $70 for a 5-channel receiver. You can set up telemetry. I have this set up, telemetry to read out on this. This will tell me when the battery's getting low. A voice will talk to you and tell you when the battery's getting low. There's endless programs on that. Got a metal front bumper on there with some shackles. It's pretty cool. I like that a lot. Only thing I'm really missing on this is some side rock sliders is what I do want to put on there. And then I can get this stuff that I mounted up there. I can get these electronics down a little lower and even lower the center of gravity even more. You guys let me know in the comments what your favorite 1/24th to 1/18th scale crawlers are. Tell me some things you've done with yours. Until then, I'm going to go check out a little running video. I appreciate your time. Thank you. And please make sure, like and subscribe, comment. Those are super important to grow a small channel like mine. If you like the content, of course. Thanks. See ya.